I told you guys that Cuba Gooding Jr. be the next brother that we had to do the perp walk. It came out the other day with some video at TMZ, and there's always TMZ acquiring where they show Cuba trying to touch a woman or she's moving away from him. Now that could we don't know what's going on, and video could, like they say, white folk tell black folk, you don't know the whole story. You take things out of context. Nah, Cuba got comfortable. Cuba thought that he was in the club. Cuba figured, well, I was married to a white woman before. I know how they think. Mm-mm. Cuba got a thing for white women. And Cuba think that because he did a few movies or he's still holding on to the Boys in the Hood and Jerry Maguire fame that he can make the panties drop. Nah, bro. If you was Brad Pitt or George Clooney had that kind of money in pool, or that you was on Denzel or Will Smith level, mate, you ain't even a B-list celebrity anymore. I mean, TMZ, they find a way. Harvey Levin and like Gloria Allred, and they be finding ways to destroy a brother. Here it is, this day and age, especially when you're a black man, an actor in Hollywood, it's always a camera somewhere. And these white women see payday. And I mean, some of us criticize black women on being dots and gold diggers and everything, but no, you can't beat the original dot and gold diggers. You can't beat them. We don't know that woman was being flirty with Cuba and playing fast and loose and knowing the camera is there. Because none of these women would have came forward if it wasn't for that one that was with Cuba when Cuba was with his girlfriend. And that video, everybody saw it. They said, "Oh, come on, man." I keep telling y'all, they got a list of black men. They are not going to stop until they get all the heterosexual black men, famous or not, or semi-famous, got to make them doing the perp walk. Now I know they're going to be saying, that's what you mess on a white woman. Nah, because he could have got him done by a sister as well. But a sister going to do hers a little different. But my thing is, these women go to these clubs, they flirt with these guys, they get drunk, and they claim, oh, he crossed the line. This is why I stopped going to clubs years ago, because I saw a lot of dudes get set up. Females going to buy them a drink, and they be all up on your whisper talking about what they going to do. Then they see somebody try to play, oh, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he does. And like I said, Cuba probably got a little drunk, got tipsy. Old girl talking about what she gonna do. And Cuba said, "Come over here, babe. Let me talk to you." And she, oh, nah. But it looks bad for him. Don't be surprised Cuba going to pay some money, going to spill some time in jail. In New York, every time they take him, he go to court. They got him in handcuffs. He ain't running away from him. He's walking in the court. They said, "Still, let's put him in handcuffs, but we want that image of him to be where everybody thinks he did it. His big black buck. He crossed the line." Ever since Gretchen Carlson over there from Fox went after Roger Ailes and got paid and started yelling, women that come out to Woolworth all of a sudden. But you know what? It's a backlash to that now. If you notice, there's some white women out here starting to call out women who yell. They said they're catching hell. Some of the women said, my husband, they're afraid to interact with women at their job. My sons are afraid to date. My brothers. If you've been watching some of these talk shows, they've been talking about it because they went too far. But the thing is, they said, you know what? We got to push on black men. And I told y'all way back when they was on TV talking, I said, watch this get turned on black men. And what have they been doing since the January of 2018? They've been making this like black men are out here just willy-nilly doing whatever they want. These basketball players, these football players, and they just don't know to take these rappers. I'm like, come on, man. Yeah, there's some dudes out there that cross the line, but us females have put themselves in harm's way, and we don't ever want to talk about that. But guys like Cuba Gooding Jr., you should have known better. You going out to these clubs, you trying to mess with these young chicks or these women that all the dudes are hollering at you like, I don't need Cuba Gooding Jr. I go mess with that celebrity over there. Or they wait to, or they get some place when you're not with no cameras around. They'll whisper, "Oh yeah, I'll go back to your place and screw like crazy." Don't think they don't know where the camera's at. Don't think they don't know what they're up to. Because I'm telling you, if the first female never came out, these other women would have never came out. But you know what they say? I feel more empowered now because somebody had to was brave enough. Now that's talking points. If you watch Bill Maher been slamming the Me Too movement, and ain't no none of them women criticize Bill Maher. But let a bunch of black dudes come out and question their motives. You guys are just trying to control women movements. I keep telling you, brothers out here, famous or not, you got to be careful. I don't care how flirty she is. I don't care if she says she gonna give you amazing head. You keep your hands in your fucking pockets, and you make sure you deal with age appropriate women. Don't go out if you're going out to a club. Don't get too drunk because a lot of times your inhibitions come out and you're a true person. And people say, "Oh, we got him." Cuba Gooding, I'm telling you, he's the new Negro of the month. I told y'all back when he was pushing that O.J. Simpson miniseries on FX, he was talking stuff. Yeah, O.J. he's a And I said, Cuba better be careful. They did a driver on his ass with his co-star, but she defended him because she's gay, and Cuba, they said, Cuba, know I'm gay, and she defended him. That's why they backed off of him. And I said it right now. I said, "Oh, they doing a dry run on me." Everybody said, "Oh, you being paranoid." Look what happened. It took him another year, but look what happened. I keep telling y'all, all you can do is watch the news. I mentioned certain black celebrities, or like Kevin, they tried to get Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, you know his wife. Kevin Hart is being sued, and the reason why nobody is really bad mouthing now because of that car accident. Let the Rock fuck up. The Rock, well, we didn't know. We thought the Rock, Dwayne Johnson, was one of those good guys. He was going to up and up. Trust me. They don't care how mixed or biracial, whatever you decide. They see you as a black man, they going to get you. And they'll wait. They'll sit back in the cut and wait. Because now suddenly you got a bunch of them come out on Cuba Gooding Jr., but none of these women saying anything through the Harlem movement. That's how you know, or prior to this. This is how you know these things are set up. Cash grabs. And you notice when they talk about black men, they mention the Me Too movement, and they talk about white guys, they barely mention it. This is why I keep telling these young brothers out here, I don't care how fine she is, I don't care what she wear, you better control your urges, man. They play it back, they put the camera, we saw you doing this. Well, she was talking dirty, but you can't hear it. I've been around women that just talk just as dirty and raunchy as men. Talk about the things they do in the bedroom, but people's like, not her, not Susie. She's quiet. Y'all ain't heard Susie talk. Susie makes sure she don't party around people. She go out of her way. She does things on her schedule. She know how to play it. She's the girl next door. Yeah, she's the freak next door. And see, Cuban might be going through that midlife crisis. I'm divorced. I got grown kids. You know how and these women just bouncing around with their butts and their breasts and whispering sweet nothings in my ear. And I'm famous, somewhat famous. I can use that fame to go get some and da, 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 da. See, he's too overdue to be out here doing that. See, in your teens, your 20s, those are screw up years. I'm not saying you can get away with stuff, but you're going to make mistakes when you come down the opposite sex. When you start hitting your 30s and your 40s, especially when you're in your 50s, like, well, I can't go out clubbing like that. I can't be seen flirting with somebody younger than me or somebody that's not in my financial scale area. What I mean, you shouldn't be an actor trying to hit on the barmaids. You shouldn't be a 50-year-old actor hitting on a 20-something-year-old. They're not like the 20-year-olds of 20 years or 30 or 40 years ago that will go up and lay up with a middle-aged man or old man. He's old enough to be my dad. He said he wanted to have sex with me. He just went taking me over anti to violate it. And some dudes don't know when to stop. When she said leave her alone, don't touch her, hey, back off, apologize, and get the hell out of Dodge. You can't romanticize. You can't do that baby spill on these chicks nowadays. You can't walk up and say, let me talk to you for a second. You can't touch them anymore. You put your hands on them. He violated me. I've seen plenty of fine ass females. I've taken pictures. What's the Keanu Reeves they was talking about? He take pictures. He got his hands in his pocket or behind, and that's the smartest thing to do as a man. 'Cause right now, we live in a litigious society. Everybody waiting to sue, and right now they're gonna use sexual harassment. This reminds me of the '90s, but the difference is people are more irrational than they were in the '90s. You're guilty till proven innocent. And the first thing people say, well, he's a black man. You know how they are with their libidos. Brothers, they got that cocky. Go on some of these social media sites and read the comments that being said. You think you back in 1920s America again, some of the things they saying. And some of y'all think, well, I'm suave and debonair. Women just love you. Yeah, they love you to a certain point. But now they said, I ain't gotta go get that one. I gotta just say he dissing me, and I get paid like that. So don't be surprised that Cuba got paid a crap load of money or do some jail time. Because once that happened, the B movies that he's in or the TV shows he was on cable, they're gonna drop real fast. Do I feel sorry for him? And I tell you, I go back and I've said this before. He gave an interview about O.J. Simpson and talked about the black human. I'm like, really, Cuba? Really? You gonna coon like that? And I told y'all way back when I said he's gonna get his karma. I said it's gonna come and bite him. It always does.